Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Jets taking on the Houston Texans.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Houston Texans. And he returns this to the 22. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, with Zach Wilson.
What I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
4 yards the result. On the first play from scrimmage, second down. Wilson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. He's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Here's Wilson. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there complete to Mooney. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Throwing is Wilson. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tyreek Hill His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. On first down, Mitchell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 12 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jalen Waddle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. Feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now it's Wilson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Micah Parsons coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. High throw, but the catch is made. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the move, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Houston set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Wilson's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a throw here to his running back. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll make it a second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Running on first down, Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
You know they pay me back.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Fun what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again is Wilson. On the screen, this is Eckler. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, throw left side complete. That's Hill. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
It's caught. Mitchell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the 3rd quarter of action. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And that's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Kadarius Toney, his intended target.
And now it's 2nd down. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Mitchell. And some room to maneuver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll try the left side. It's Mitchell, and he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Jalen Waddle,
his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Baker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Johnson with a burst, a 1st down or more. And finally down at the 32-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This is swung out to Eckler. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And now out come the Jets. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. 1st down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Can get the punt away whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Jets will take over here at their own 12-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Elijah Mitchell
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Again, Wilson. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.